Hello.
Hello, Mike. This is Sean. Al said to give you a call around this time.
Al?
Yeah.
Okay. Interview, you mean?
For an interview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, man.
All right. Yeah, I basically, we're real excited about the Ron Griffiths thing, so I wanted to ask a few questions about that to start off. Basically, how did he get around to participating in these recordings?
Well, he came to visit me from Wales, from England. And he stayed with me for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the obvious thing to do, wasn't it?
So it was like, hey, you want to join in type of thing?
Yeah, I rubbed some vocals off and put his on.
Right on. How many tracks are you working with?
Right now?
Yeah.
I just got the 1 ADAT.
Oh, so
I did.
So you quite literally, you had to rub some tracks then, huh?
Well, yeah. It's rock and roll. You don't need more than 8 tracks.
What do you think of Ron singing?
Oh, I think he rules, man. If you got it, you don't usually lose it,
Yeah, that's true.
And he didn't.
He took care of his voice probably too.
Oh yeah. Well,
what about his bass playing?
yeah, he's not lost that. He's still doing that too, Still does it. He played on 1 track.
How many tracks did he sing on?
2.
2?
Well, 3 actually. He did some backup vocals on 1.
What were the track titles that he sang lead on?
Hang on. I don't think I got titles for him. Hang on.
All right.
That's a tough one. There is no titles for them. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe we can just use like descriptions. Just say, a bopper or, a rocker or whatever.
Let me think. I got to think about this because I haven't heard the tapes for weeks.
By the way, how's your
Sad Clown, yeah, Sad Clown.
Sad Clown?
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of them. I swear to God, I can't remember the other one.
Perfectly fine. Hey, by the way, how's the weather out there with all the storm coming up from the other side of the state?
We got spared. We just getting out of the band. It's just cloudy.
It's just cloudy now? You
had hammered the keys.
Bound to get some rain somewhere.
Yeah.
Has Ron actually, have you seen any change from the past? Has he gotten better as a bass player or better as a singer?
Well, it's the same, It's just the same. It just sounds like him,
Yeah.
He was one of the better singers in the band, And it just works.
Right on. Did he collaborate or offer any suggestions on the new material?
Yeah, we messed around with some lyrics, yeah. Chopped and changed a few things. I just basically had fun,
Right on. Did he share any of his, is he still writing? Do you know if he's still writing? Did he share anything?
He's not. Well, he hasn't had really the need to, Because he works as a telephone engineer in the day, and he plays in power bands in the weekends,
Mm.
So he's got nothing to write for,
Yeah.
So.
Do you think Ron, if there was a Badfinger featuring Ron Griffiths, would have been as successful as the band that ended up?
I would think more so. The original band, as you know, was the Iveys.
Mm-hmm.
And of course Ron played on Come and Get It. He was in Badfinger. And that lineup would have gone a lot further, I think, But, things turn out the way you want them to always,
Yeah. Getting back to the CD, what's going to be the big difference between the CD and A Place and Time?
The new one?
Uh-huh.
It's not as dark, It's going to be a lot more positive. It's a little bit more stripped down than the other one.
More back to the roots type of pop?
Yeah. Yeah, well, there's not so much keyboard in that,
Yeah. I always perceived you as being kind of the one that would have pushed Badfinger in different directions. You musically fit in because of your skill, but with the writing and it just seemed like you would have brought in different elements into the band. You would have been the one that
it was getting there when we did Wish You Were Here, I had like 2.5 songs on that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were always breaking some new ground, yeah. But you know, that's when it all fell to pieces.
Yeah.
You know, with the management and everything.
Yeah.
And the money. You know,
Which,
but yeah, it would have gone a little bit more bizarre, yeah.
And were you the one that instigated most of that, or did everybody pretty much experiment?
Yeah, we did a lot of drugs. Not really. We didn't really. No, everybody put their thinking cap on, yeah. You know, but I happened to get a little bit more input because of the circumstances, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because a lot, people get dry spells, you know, writing, you know, and I was on a roll at the time, so they dumped a few more of mine on.
Yeah, that's a nice thing about a group dynamic is that a dry spell doesn't mean that the band dies out. It's
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So now with the new CD, any covers or unreleased tracks that are going to surface?
No. Are you talking? Which one are you talking about? Which CD?
The new one, the one coming up, future, the one with Ron on it and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean my solo one?
Yeah, the new.
Oh. No. It's just fun stuff, you know. It's a lot more fun than the other one.
Yeah.
You know, there's not really any surprises.
Okay. Now we've got the ADAT. What else are you using, recording-wise?
Well, I've got the smallest studio in the world. Right?
Oh, you haven't seen mine then? Okay.
No, I just got. I did that. Well, you heard the place in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was done in an 8-foot by 8-foot room.
Oh, it is smaller. Yeah, mine's a 9 by 8. Yeah.
I just using that one ADAT. I got the Mackie 1604 board. I've got a couple of Alesis compressors.
Oh, like 3160s?
Yeah. Yes. That's no 30. What do you call them? 3030s, isn't it? 3030 or something like that. Anyway, and the cheap Lexicon, you know, the $200 Lexicon.
Oh, like an Alex or something like that?
Yeah, I got the Alex. And a Microverb 4. And that's it.
Wow.
You know, plus I put it down. I got the Panasonic 3800 DAT. I put it down. I take it off the ADAT down to the DAT, and then give it to the computer guy. You know.
Oh, and they do all the compression and.
Well, I do all the. I put effects to tape right away. You know, and then send some later on. But I usually do like almost a master. So that the guy, when he gets on the computer, he hasn't got really much to do, you know, except or whack it up to the industry standard and all that.
Yeah. Now he's what is he using? Like Sonic Solution is the program for it?
Cats. I don't know what he's got. He's got the top of the line shit though. You know, Bobcats.
Haven't heard of that, but I'm
Bobcats. Digital Domain.
I have heard of Digital Domain, but
yeah, but he's got this. It's not Cakewalk. I think it's one above that. I didn't actually ask him what kind of stuff he's got.
Optech or something.
I mean, the last time I mastered something, it was on, it was on reel to reel, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I've got friends putting out albums that, you know, like Wyndham Mill have picked up. It's all done in the house. It's amazing.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I figured rather than going to a studio, well. All them songs on the Place in Time CD, they were all demos, you know. I mean, like I had no idea I would be putting them out, and then I was convinced they're good enough to master, so I did it, you know.
Yeah.
Because I figured he couldn't do it in an 8-foot room.
How did the initial deal with Forbidden come about? I mean, was it through friends or?
Yeah, no, well, they were friends of mine, you know, and in fact, no, Jill Towers, she played in my local bar, and I says, well, hey, how you doing? She says, well, I just started a record company. I went, oh, I just finished up 12 songs. So that was it. No, I didn't go shopping, you know.
Oh, fun.
You know what
I mean? Now, Rick Warsing.
Yeah.
How did he come about? I mean, has he been somebody that's been around you for a long time, or is it just?
I've only known him a couple of years. But you know, of all the people I played with, he can handle just about anything. You know, on a guitar.
Yeah, he seems to do a nice job, and of course my favorite track, and I've told everybody about my favorite track, Layaway.
Yeah.
I mean, he dropped right into the genre.
Right.
And in other tracks, he was right there in those genres
the
as well.
Stuff he does it's even a lot better than that. I mean, it's a lot. I've got a much better sound going now, you know.
Yeah.
I've actually learned how to use this stuff. Yeah.
I mean, with the new recordings, will you be using acoustic drums or electric?
Mostly acoustic. Yeah.
What?
It's certain songs that you got to use them, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't get the groove, you know.
Agreed. In fact, I turned down a lucrative Cheap Trick cover band because the guy wanted to use electronic drums all the time. And it's like, no. No Bunny Carlos on it.
I got the old 1965 Pink. And they do the business quite nicely.
Yeah.
I can get a better sound if I use, like, keyboard drums or something, but you can't get the same feel, you know?
Yeah. They're not alive and they're not dynamic.
Yeah, I'd sacrifice the sound over the feel any day.
Yeah. So now, jumping back to A Place and Time. Oh boy, let's see. I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. If you could just give me comments on the various tracks and stuff, like Picture of You.
Oh well, yeah, that's a song I wrote about my son when he was about 15. You know, like over the seas, you know.
Threatening him, saying, "Hey, I've got a picture of this, and I'm going to show your next girlfriend."
Yeah. Well, he's staying with me right now. He's been here for about 6 months. Staying with me right now. He's 26 already.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, he's in my studio all the time. I can't get in there. He's a musician.
What does he play?
He plays guitar, stuff, and writes. So I've been playing drums for him and stuff.
That's
He's
cool.
been kicking my ass with his heavy metal.
All right. Time In.
Oh yeah, that's just your average love song, isn't it? It's supposed to be positive. You know, it's supposed to be a positive message, you know?
Okay. Well, the obvious one, Lay Away.
That's a song about Peter Ham. If you listen to the lyrics, it'll come together in your head.
Now that surfaced on a Best of Florida disc or something like that. Somebody had told me.
Yeah, that was like a rough draft of it. Yeah.
Yeah. How long has that song been around?
Oh, about 3 or 4 years.
Wow. Yeah, that is something that I felt was really friendly, and I mean, if there's any TV or any productions like that, I think that song would fit in quite nicely.
Yeah, well, I was a keeper because, you know, because the lyrics, it just meant a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
So I just stuck it on there.
Yeah. Egg, which is probably the starkest and
Bizarre, huh?
well, it's bizarre, but in a sonic way, but not in an emotional way.
Right. Well, that was one of your Magic Mushroom songs, isn't it?
Was that floating around a long time?
No, in fact, I wrote that in about 3 minutes. You know? To put it this way, the keyboard part has been around forever. You know?
Right, from Welsh Sessions or something like that, wasn't it?
I used that keyboard part, and I wrote the other stuff over it in about 3 minutes.
Was there any message that you were sending by using an old riff, or? Not
really. No, it just fitted. You know, just fitted. You know? Yeah. I just like that. I like that old riff. You know, and it was never been released, so I thought, why not? You know. I mean, it's been recorded before as a different song, but it never got released. You know.
Yeah.
So I prefer Egg, actually. You know?
And A Place and Time.
Whoa, what did I go? I forgot. Now it goes.
That's the long one on the album.
Oh man, I don't know. What can I tell you? It speaks for itself, doesn't it?
And
long-winded, right?
Well, it goes through its whatever you want to. I don't know. Movement? Is it? Yeah, I guess that's a classical.
It's
people say.
long-winded and dark. I don't know what to say about that one.
Yeah.